Minnesota will be looking to see if he can take down his former teammate Trey Augustine here tonight.
And there you see the Great Wall of East Lansing. Trey Augustine, second in all of D1 hockey with that .937 save percentage. He's been elite, and he'll look to continue his impressive campaign here tonight. It'll be Stramel and Clark in the face-off dot to start here. Stramel unable to gather time right now for Minnesota. Their top 9 skaters in that forward core, 8 of them with NHL contracts. Is Lidstrom trying to center this one for O'Connell. His puck's still loose. It's taken away now by Hendrickson, and Lutke sends it in deep now as Augustine recovers. Strbak in the fourth line out there for the Spartans for the first time. Tiernan Shouty gets it over to Manisto. Manisto, that left wing side, drops it back off Geary. Fans on the shot. Middlestad tried to recover, but Martone back out there for the Spartans. Geary once again trying to find Martone on that right side. Couldn't connect. Colin Ralph going to be there to recover for Michigan State. 3.5 minutes into the first period. It's been quiet so far. No shots on goal for either of Trey Augustine. Martone trying to get the Spartans back on the offensive edge. Leaves it for Russell now. A little bit of a scuff. Leahy in the lineup, just his 5th game so far this season. We've seen him play in the last 4 games. Is now an odd man rush and a quick save with the glove for Trey Augustine. Almost a bad turnover that time for the Spartans, but the first shot of the game is stopped by number 1.
A great job there by Trey Augustine. It's tough as a goaltender when you're not seeing a lot of shots early, but he's able to stand tall to the task. You see right here, almost a great opportunity there by Minnesota, but it's deflected wide of the net. Augustine might have got a piece. Continue it here this season.
.670 win percentage for Nightingale in his career with Michigan State. His 4th season, this one centered. Van Sage couldn't handle it quite there. Now coming out with it is Brody Zemer. Mooney loses that one after the pass to him. Van Sage has it as Zemer wins it back for the moment. Teams trading possession here. Strbak finally leaves it for Nielsen with some space on that right circle. Here's Riker Lee, a spinorama and a beautiful goal! Oh, Riker Lee feeling himself on that one. Backhand into the back of the net. It's 1-0 Spartans.
I mean, is Riker Lee fun to watch or what? Number 18 gets things started here early for the green and white. Spin move to sends DiPasquo packing into the corner along with the defenseman. And what a great job there by Riker Lee. I mean, unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable.
Now Paulson's going to take this one down. Hendrickson trying to center this one for Lutke, and he just misses the net that time on that near side of Augustine. Tried to be too fine, didn't even get the puck on net. Now Romani trying to get this one across the blue line for MSU. As Ralph recovers it, he's got to stay on side. Stad and Townsend there to help him out. As Tiernan Shouty was there for the Spartans. Owen West steps up with it and takes a shot. That one stopped up. And another turnover that time. Here's Townsend trying to catch the Spartans in the midst of a change. Middlestat, puck gets through to Mo, and a nice save by Augustine with the pad. Glove came off, so we'll stop play. And a couple of odd man chances here in the last few minutes for the Golden Gophers, but Trey Augustine's battling for it. Comes back to Barnhill. Re-entering the zone now, Griffin Jarecki in on the backhand, and he's poke-checked there by DiPasquo. The backhanded rebound by Shouty is stopped. Spartans still have it. West, the shot's deflected and stopped by DiPasquo once again as he continues to stay sharp here in this first period.
This fourth line for the Spartans is buzzing around on.
LJ Mooney couldn't connect. Here comes Shane Van Sage. Riker Lee. Lee moving in on the backhand, does another spin and shoots. This one deflects just wide. Just over 1 minute remaining here in the first period. Lee looking for another one. Skates into the center of the ice. He's got Ralph. The shot is gloved by DiPasquo. Another opportunity set up by Riker Lee. His playmaking ability continues to shine here as another offensive zone face-off with Romani, but Flynn McLaughlin sends this one forward. Here's Mo. Across the blue line on that left side circle with 18 to go. Drops it off. McLaughlin a shot. That one's wide. Rebound. Here's Mo. That one's stopped by Augustine. He covers with 11.1 to go.
Right here, Minnesota does a great opportunity, putting this one in through traffic. Ball is over, but Mason Mo, earlier, he's the one who sets this up by getting it up to the blue line, shot through traffic. and he's able to pick up the pieces, but Trey Augustine does such a good job of getting back into position right here. Ignores, I believe that's Ray.
2 to go. And MSU unable to get that shot away. So at the end of 20 minutes of play here in East Lansing, it's Golden Gophers 0, Spartans 1. In this matchup between Luka DiPasquo with the 4-0. They're looking to continue one. Nice touch pass from Martone to Russell as the Spartans cross the blue line. Here's Strbak with a shot. Deflects high and out of play. Able to get it out of the zone. Spartans able to turn it right back around. Here's Van Sagi, pass over to Lee, center, Nielsen, the shot goes wide. A couple of quick chances here for Michigan State. But unable to capitalize there is Nielsen. To Brody Lamb, couldn't connect. Now here comes Romani. Romani drop pass, Cade Lindstrom a shot. That one's turned away by DiPasquo. Spartans retain possession. Ruba's got it, now over to Thomas. Quick pass ahead. This could be a breakaway for Hendrickson. It comes all the way in on goal, and Augustine's able to cover up. Some awkward bounces on that puck, and maybe a little bit of luck for MSU there.
Had a great scoring opportunity there again from Minnesota, and exactly what I mentioned earlier. Minnesota not a lot.
One, Paulson's got it here. Sent forward and redirected. Lutke here between the circles. A shot is stopped by Augustine with the blocker. Period. Both these teams buzzing, looking to score and get the first goal quick. Here's Russell, a shot, gloved by DiPasquo.
Doing a great job by both goaltenders on both ends, as the Michigan natives are absolutely standing on their heads for their teams as Lutke tries to send it back the other way. Augustine does a great job of staying nice and square, doesn't cheat to any side, and is able to make the save, and it goes back down the other way. And a great opportunity that DiPasquo tracks this puck through traffic, and that's a big time glove.
2 seasons. This one centered, Stramel a shot, puck still loose, and it's covered with the glove by DiPasquo. Danny Russell had the puck near his skates there in front of the net with a yawning K. Now he comes away with it for Minnesota across the blue line, drops it back. Here's Moore, the shot, glove save that time from Augustine, and it's turned away by Basgall. Martone out to Russell as the Spartans try and move this ahead. Here's Stramel across the blue line on the left wing side. A pass to Martone. That shot just goes wide behind the net. He gets sent into the boards. The Spartans come away with the puck nonetheless. It's Lee getting this one up ahead. Van Sagi, it deflects over to Nielsen. Looked like he might have had a chance. He centers in front for Lee. It stopped. Rebound Barnhill. Another save that time. Lee still got the puck for the Spartans. Now Nielsen. That one's patted aside by DiPasquo as well. Leahy's shot is blocked in front by Whipple. As right now, it's a save and block shots clinic going on for Minnesota. It's Cal Thomas through the neutral zone quickly and up ahead now to Paulson. Paulson all the way in, and that one stopped by Augustine. This power play, this is the first power play of the game for either team. Now Middlestat has it at the top of the point. Gets it over to Lamb. Opposite side, he's got Mooney. Lamb on the right wing. He shoots. It's gloved by Augustine. Comes away with the puck. Gets it to the top for Gruba on the right side point. Now back to the opposite side. It's Paulson, a shot. That one doesn't get all the way through. Hendrickson behind the goal. Looking for Lamb. That one's stopped by Augustine, and a second opportunity was as well. A couple of shots as Lamb was batting away at that one, but number one still with a couple of saves.
Trey Augustine continues to be more and more exceptional. As you see, the first opportunity by Middlestat just shoots this short side and closes off Brody Lamb from shoveling that back blocker side, and he remains with the lead.
15 to go on the power play. Gruba, the one-timer. That one stopped. Rebound centered in front. Puck still loose, and Stramel gets it out. Mo back to the top. Shot is on. Deflected. Puck still loose in front. Penalty coming up on the Gophers. Beck collects for Michigan State. Here's Riker Lee across the blue line with some speed. Centers for Stramel. That shot stopped. And able to clear the rebound nicely as power play, trying to create one more chance here. O'Connell gets it back to West, looking for a centering pass. Couldn't find Lindstrom there, who was in front. 9:10 to go here, second period. 1-0 Michigan State. No scoring thus far here in the middle frame. Owen West stops that opportunity from Hendrickson. As Paulson tries to get this one in deep. Shouty out there for MSU. Battling for it on that far side corner with Strbak. Owen West will now come away with the loose puck. O'Connell, maybe a 3-on-2 developing here for Michigan State. Strbak, now it's O'Connell, the shot, he scores! Anthony Romani finds Gavin O'Connell in front, and the third goal of the season for the Spartan Junior makes it 2-0 MSU.
Gavin O'Connell adds on to the lead after the Spartans fail to convert on the power play, and it's a great little give and go as O'Connell feeds it to Romani, who goes back up to O'Connell, takes advantage of DiPasquo having to move back to his right and finds it right low, kind of low glove, low pad on the right side. Difficult save for the goaltender to make as he's currently.
Van Sagi being patient here, gets this one back over to Basgall. A shot from Ralph here, that one stopped by DiPasquo. Puck still loose in front. Now stops the blue line off a stretch pass. Hendrickson, pass inside to Paulson, trying to get it back into the center. Lutke loses that one as he tries to put it back on his stick there and backhand it. No luck. Lutke here with 3.5 to go in the period, shoots it down for a dump and chase opportunity. Neutral. LJ Mooney, Montreal Canadiens prospect, steps in on that left wing side across the blue line. A beautiful pass for Ziemer in front, and Augustine loses his glove again, but he's ready and he makes the save. Bit of an awkward moment there as the whistle blows, no goal. Once again, equipment going all over the place for the goalies. Time, but the Spartans come out with it. Nielsen drops it off Riker Lee. Lee entering the circle's a shot, that one's just high and into the netting, out of play. Ready to go here, still in the neutral zone. Now Lamb trying to play this one forward. A nice job that time by Augustine to get it back into the corner. Ziemer sends this one across. Middlestat corrals here. That off the period once again. Minnesota needs 2 goals to tie here. Michigan State is looking to keep doing what they've been doing. Along the boards behind the net. Lee steps away with it. Now Van Sagi back to Lee. We tried to get it back to Lee, excuse me. Near side corner, Nielsen has it behind the net off that pass. He's got Owen West with him as Lutke's hit there from behind by Lindstrom. Romani's got some space, he shoots. That one goes just wide on the glove side. Anthony Romani in the neutral zone now for the Spartans. Lutke tried to take it away from him there. Now across the blue line, Minnesota corrals it. Just over 2.5 minutes have been played here, third period. Shouty trying to fight for that one across the blue line. It trickles all the way back into the defensive end. Strbak there as Manisto picking up some speed, gets it back into the offensive zone for Michigan State. Protecting the puck on his backhand, now leaves it for Shouty behind the goal. Setting up Strbak, he shoots and scores! Maxim Strbak with a beautiful shot, and he points his hand to the sky as he makes it 3-0 MSU here.
Maxim Strbak, what a shot, picks the corner, and it's a beautiful feed from Tiernan Shouty, who takes his time behind the net, finds Strbak, who's going to dedicate that one right up to the sky to Dan Sturges. That goes right there, I believe it was tipped up off of the stick of DiPasquo. He tips that one up into his own net.
Now here, near the end of January, gets back on the board, makes it 3-0 Michigan State. Fourth line trying to keep things going. It's Basgall a shot. That puck stopped in front by DiPasquo. So he ends up with the puck behind the net here. Centering pass, shot is on and deflected wide that time from Rombach. Neutral zone. Ralph has it for the Spartans. Romani, a nice pass. O'Connell right circle, sends it across for.
And now Spartans will head right back to the power play.
Stramel with another face-off win. Now Basgall shoots off it. Danny Russell still battling forward in front. Puck loose behind the net. Martone's got it. Spartans still set up here on the power play. Only 15 seconds have elapsed. Lee right wing pass over to Martone. Back to the point. Basgall back over to Lee. Now a shot. That one stopped by DiPasquo. Pretty passing sequence that time from the green and white, but the Spartans unable to finish as Luca DiPasquo stands strong behind the puck with Lee, Danny Russell, Charlie Stramel, and Porter Martone for Michigan State. Now this chance out in front. Hendrickson will bring it forward for Minnesota, but not before it's waved off sides.
Some extracurriculars going on down in the MSU zone, something that Minnesota cannot afford to go back on the penalty kill. while they've done a great job today killing off both penalties that they've had, they currently sit all the way down in the bottom in penalty kill efficiency with a 69.2%, relatively speaking.
Barnhill got the best of him that time. Still enough power to drive him off the ice. As now this shot is on a rebound, Mo, and that one not put home. Augustine made the initial save. Spartans looking to gain some ground on both sides. Now Lee across the blue line, leaves it Van Sage. Van Sage trying to cut out in front. Nielsen had it there for a Mooney. Mooney between the circles, trying to create something. Nothing doing there. Now he goes back between the circles, moving to his right. Glove save from Augustine that time. Middle stat. Mooney now back over to Zemer. To the point, Lamb. Lamb shoots. That one's high and wide. Strbak fighting for that rebound. Lamb first to the puck. LJ Mooney's got it here once again at the point. Walks in, shoots, and scores. Beautiful seeing eye shot that time from LJ Mooney, and the Montreal Canadiens prospect with his 5th goal of the season with 6:08 to go. Some life here for the Golden Gophers.
An interesting power play there for Minnesota as you see them elect to go with 3 forwards, 1 defenseman, and they plant that 1 defenseman right in front of Trey Augustine as opposed to having him running the point on the blue line, and they're cycling LJ Mooney and cycling Brody Lamb up top, and this time LJ Mooney comes moving across the ice from right to left and fires it the way he's coming again. Another
to the point, McLaughlin. Riker Lee comes away with it. This could be an odd man rush for the Spartans. Lee has Nielsen to his left, pass across, and a nice defensive play that time by Whipple. Gets back to Nielsen, and that'll be all she wrote. Manisto to the loose puck. 2 seconds and 1. And the Spartans come away with the win. Victory for MSU. The final here tonight, 3-1 in favor of Michigan State as they get the win in their first home game of 2026, their first Big Ten home game in 2026. And tonight that they honored the late Dan Sturgis, they get the win for him.
Yeah, Michigan State remaining undefeated when leading after the second